In my last video, I shared how you can find high-paying clients using outbound marketing. In this video, I'm going to talk about something of a more long-term strategy, and that is getting clients organically from Google using search engine optimization. I reached out to around 50 graphic and web designers that rank pretty well in Google, and all of them said that in some cases, the majority of new clients they get are coming from their websites directly from Google. In fact, I had somebody like people on the first positions of the search that would even say that they're completely overwhelmed by the amount of requests they get every day. So in this video, I want to break it down for you so you can also employ that strategy and acquire clients at no cost and with using simple search engine optimization. My name is Artem. I come from search engine optimization and digital marketing background, but right now I'm helping freelance graphic and web designers to grow into highly paid experts. I hope this video will be helpful, and without further ado, let's go to my computer and I'll show you how it all works. Okay, so here we are. This is a super short presentation about getting clients organically from Google, and I'm gonna cover these 4 things. So first, I'm actually gonna talk about some pros, benefits of using SEO for attracting clients for designers. Then I'm gonna talk about some negative bits because there are some and they're quite significant. Then I'm gonna get into the actual 4 steps you need to be doing in order to start doing SEO for your, to get clients organically from Google. And then I'm going to show you a real example, something that's already live out there and something you can actually learn from, and I hope that you will. So the pros of SEO for designers. First, this one is big. So potential clients come to you. So it's not you actively going out there and hunting for your for the clients, but actually they already have the need. Yeah, they're already looking for a solution, so they are people coming to you, and that's big. So then if you have this continuous stream of people knocking your door, then you can obviously choose who you'd actually want to work with. And this is also a massive step because you can essentially weed out anybody with a budget which doesn't fit your requirements or the type of work that doesn't fit your preferences and that sort of stuff. Selling is also easier. Yeah, so you know that they come to you. You have already, like, you show by ranking on Google, you already show that you have some knowledge, that you are an expert in how that works. So selling and convincing them is easier in that regard. And then you actually spend more time doing what you actually love doing. So, if you're not fond of biz dev or not fond of sales, then this is definitely a very good strategy for you in terms of growing your business and maintaining that stream of clients. Having said that, there are negative parts. Yeah, so there are cons of SEO for designers. The first one is it actually might not be that easy. Yeah, so generating organic traffic coming from Google is not easy at times. Yeah, especially if you are based somewhere in a more competitive area, like any capital or bigger city. Yes, you'd have other designers competing with you on Google, competing with your rankings there. And then it also takes time, and it's definitely a longer term strategy. So you cannot just do SEO today and then start having clients tomorrow. So it's something that you want to look at in a perspective of like a few months potentially. Yeah, like I usually say anywhere from like 1 month, and it's very optimistic. Yeah, like to say 3 to 6 months. Yeah, if you don't have a website, like less than 3 months is probably not even possible. So if you don't have a website right now, it's anywhere from like 3 to even 6 months to a year before you start seeing any real value. But this is certainly not an urgent thing, but it's hugely important if you want to do this client acquisition through SEO. If you have already an existing website which has been floating out there, all you might need to do is a bunch of tweaks, which I'm going to show you right now, and then you will be able to start accumulating those clients coming from Google for free. Then this is also an important one. Get all kinds of clients. So again, this is not necessarily, but like let's use this example that I'm implying here. So if you are a graphic designer in London, then you would have people Googling for graphic designer, freelance graphic designer, London, and then you'll be there with your portfolio, and then they're coming to you because they like what you do, but like they just don't have the funding. Yeah, so you end up kind of wasting your time on, I don't know, even dealing with these guys, talking to them. And then what's bigger issue, in my opinion, is that if they're beyond your target audience, then you end up actually spending more time on researching stuff, on doing something that you're less familiar with doing. So in my opinion, this is this is one of the probably biggest disadvantages of SEO for designers in that regard. And then SEO is also fluid, so it can change. It does change, probably less so for local businesses, yeah, like designers, but it does require a certain degree of maintenance. It's not like set once and forget. There are little tweaks which you have to do every once in a while. Of course, they're not like, it's not something you have to do like every week or every 2 weeks, but like every once in a while, especially if there are any massive movements in the algorithm and how it works, like you gotta address that as well. Now, 4 steps to get organic traffic. They are simple steps, but there are like so many details, and I'm gonna make it as actionable for you as possible. So first thing you need to know is actually target a specific keyword, and don't think about like keywords. Yeah, think about a specific keyword. And I've already mentioned that if you're based in London, or another city which has a decent search volume, and I'm going to show you how to see it, how to find the search volume for a specific keyword which describes what you do, just stick to that and go for it, you know. So choose a specific keyword you want to target, then create a page that fits that keyword, and usually that is a homepage. So if you're a London-based graphic designer, you have to write it your homepage. That's what you write in there. You're a graphic designer, freelance graphic designer, London. Then intent and length, they make sense because like this is a little bit more trickier stuff that I'm getting at here. But if people are Googling for London graphic freelance graphic designer London, then they want to see the page that really describes that. So you cannot be creating a page about something else, but this is probably a little bit unnecessary in this setting, because obviously what else are you going to talk about if you are targeting that specific keyword? Then length again, and this is something you would find and discover by looking at the competitors and what they got. We'll touch that in a moment as well. Next bit is register on GMB, so on Google My Business. So this is something that you see when you Google for like a restaurant, and you end up seeing the ratings, the reviews, etc. So this is really important because a lot of search volume comes from the map when you see the Google results, and I'll show you as well. Next then is that make sure people can get in touch with you. So make sure you got your email there, make sure you have your contact form there, phone number, whatever. Yeah. Okay, so we've covered this. Now you know what are the benefits, the disadvantages, and the actual steps to getting organic traffic from Google. And now let's actually look at the live example. So here's the Google My Business, by the way, that's what it looks like. So first thing you need to do is actually pick the keyword. And I'm assuming that we are dealing with, for an example purposes, we're going to pick freelance graphic designer London. And this is something you can kind of estimate, but like you can use a certain tool to discover this keyword. So for example, if you're a freelance graphic designer, like it's obviously that people are going to Google for this, but like I'm just going to show you. This tool is called Ahrefs. It's a paid tool, but you can get it for like $7 for 7 days as a trial. I highly recommend it if you're not sure about the keyword. But to get an idea of the keyword, you just have to type in, like, say if you're freelance graphic design, and then you can take like a town. For example, if you type in men and then see like Manchester comes up, yeah, like, or you can do the same with like, I don't know, Tampa. Yeah, see, this shows up as well. So if you're in Florida, or you can have like Texas, yeah, so this stuff also comes up. Of course, you need to understand what's the search volume for that keyword, because if there's like, because Google can see different kind of keywords, yeah, but like, does this keyword actually have any significant search volume? And here's when Ahrefs comes in handy. If you have access to Google AdWords Planner, that's also fine, but from what I know, I think you need to have a certain amount of spend in there before you can actually use a keyword planner. So Ahrefs seems to be a little bit better. So I found this keyword. Now I'm plugging in here in Ahrefs, and I'm testing the traffic. So here it shows like search volume is here, it shows 0 to 10, it shows nothing, but this is the country, this is United States, and we want to be in United Kingdom, because clearly who would be Googling for this is just guys in United Kingdom. So we see that it's actually around 100 search volume, yeah, a month, which is all right, pretty good. And here we can actually find some other related keywords, yeah, so something that is very similar. So freelance graphic designer London, graphic design jobs, that's actually different intent, but that's what it is. And it kind of shows us some other data, but really all we want to do now is to understand that there is some search volume here, and that this keyword is not like crazy difficult. Yeah, so here it shows that you need like 12 backlinks from around 12 websites to actually rank in top 10 for this specific keyword. This is a huge estimate, and like backlinks coming from other websites. Usually these are websites, and I'm going to show that to you in a moment, that you have already done some work for, and they would have your you know, they would contain maybe like designed by whoever in their footer or something. Yeah. So if you're a graphic designer, then of course it will be different, but like backlinks is a whole different story, so it's a little bit more complicated. But now I'm just taking this keyword, yeah, and I'm going on the front page of Google and just typing it in. So I'm assuming, like, I used VPN to get here because I'm not in London right now, but I'm assuming that I'm in London, and here are the top results that I'm seeing. So the first two, like, these are all ads, yeah, so we're not competing with these, then Indeed, and then another one is Upwork. So we cannot really compete with these guys. What's next is this Lee Mason design. Yeah, so that seems like a freelance graphic designer. And here as well, like, you can see there's one Google My Business thingy here. Yeah, so it shows up. But usually if you were actually in London, I'm gonna try to do that now actually in this field. Like, say if you type it in from here, oh man, it doesn't work. Come on, show me the map. Yeah, so if you were actually in London, maybe UK? No. Like, if you were actually there, then chances are you will actually see a map with all sorts of different, there we go, a map like this. Yeah, so if you try Manchester now. So now you actually start seeing a bunch of, like a map. And this is why you need Google My Business for you, to get in this map as well. Yeah, because a lot of traffic actually comes from the map, and the ranking algorithm for the map is a little bit different to the algorithm that works here, right? So you really want to get on the map, and to do that, you need to get registered in Google My Business and do some work there. But I'm not going to cover that in this video because it's a different story. So now we go on the web page. Yeah, so we found that this guy here, Lee Mason Design, he ranks #1 for this specific keyword, and actually you can see that he's like freelance graphic designer London. Like, this is really old school kind of optimization kind of style, but you kind of get an idea of the keyword that he wants to rank for. It's kind of really funny that it exists, and he's actually linking to this page as well, right? So see, I'm hovering over it, and then the link is actually going to the home page. So it's like really old school style of SEO, and it's kind of funny, you know. It's kind of useless. Anyway, so, and you can see here that this pop-up, yeah. So when I hover over it, you can see that the page also is saying freelance graphic designer London. So he's targeting this specific keyword, yeah. And now we have to, going back to the presentation, yeah. Check out, like, you have to create a similar page to this in terms of like content, because what really ranks is not the pictures, it's not the images, yeah. What ranks is really the content, the amount of content he has on his website. Here, the amount of content is actually minuscule, but he's heavily using these keywords here, yeah. I wouldn't do this because, like, that's really a really over optimized website. In fact, I think if you wrote like a slightly longer copy, like for example, let's check the amount of words he's got here, because the length of the copy really matters. Yeah. So yes, I know. So 470 words, and then he had something else there as well, which probably will bring it up to like 550. Yeah, so all these guys as well, and this top here. So if you went out there and actually wrote a copy about like web design, yeah, like talk a little bit more about like what's the benefit of picking a freelancer instead of going for an agency, like, yeah, like this kind of stuff. If you made the copy a little bit longer, this is a little bit oversimplifying it, because it's not always about the longer copy. In fact, there is a limit to what you can put, but whatever ranks in top 5 positions is a very good estimate of what you want to have. Yeah. So, and I'm not going to look at big sites like Upwork, Indeed, and Glassdoor, because they're outliers. So we can also check out these guys and actually see what they're up to. Because really, like, looking at the first page and kind of deconstructing it will give you a very good understanding about like what you have to write in your page. And you don't have to be all that fancy. So here, yeah, so again, like he's talking about all this stuff, great. Freelance graphic designer, and again, freelance graphic designer London. So if you go all the way down, there is a bit of text here. Yeah, some images. Any questions? Okay, great. Here, same story. So they're not really posting a lot of content here, but there is some. Like if you increase the amount of content and actually get people to click through your website, you will get good results. So this is kind of it, and this is really like the first step. So if I was to take you from, like, if I was to start getting clients using Google, I would first do like this. I would understand the keyword that I want to rank for. Then I would look at top 3-5 competitors and understand what sort of results, like what sort of content they have on their first, like on their main page. Yeah, the one that you are trying to overrank, and then just try to create content that would make it a lot easier for Google to pick up my website and actually overrank me above these guys, because there is really no business for you to be anywhere beyond page 1 on Google. Like check it out. Like there are ads here, there are 10 organic results here, then there are more ads here. Yeah, and people don't really go and click this. Yeah, so this video is just the beginning, but I wish I was helpful to begin with. And if you need some help, if you need some more specific help about how to actually rank on Google for your specific keywords, drop a comment below. I'm happy to reply to your comments and answer your questions and help you out if there is a need. All the best to you. Bye bye.